Let me show you guys how we cook a chili inspired rib. Beans or no beans? That's the question. All right, the first thing we want to do to get started on our chili inspired dry rib is go ahead and make a dry rub up. So I've just got like a clear glass bowl here. I'm going to use some of my beef rub here. I'm going to go ahead and get the top off of that. I'm gonna go ahead and get me one good heaping tablespoon in there, and let's go ahead and go with two. So 2 tablespoons of my beef rub. I'm gonna go with a tablespoon of this garlic jalapeno rub. Woo, I smell that already. Now, I've got some hot rub. Like I said before, it's not that hot to me. I probably should have named it a good all-purpose rub is what I should have done. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 tablespoons. Now, got some smoked paprika here. I'm gonna use a half a tablespoon of that. Get a little bit of color in there. I've got some Ancho Chili Powder here. I'm gonna use a half tablespoon of it. And we've got some cumin. I'm gonna use a half of it. Oh boy, that's got some flavor to it there. All right, I've got some baby backs here. I'm gonna get some gloves on. Let's get them rubbed down and get them on our grill. Now you can see these baby backs are nice and meaty here, thick. They have no membrane on the back because I've already skinned it off. So I'm gonna take these ribs here, turn them face down. I'm not gonna trim these ribs. I'm not gonna do anything to them. I'm not even cutting the end bones off, nothing. All I'm gonna do is use a little bit of dry rub to get on these things and get ready to throw them on my camp shelf. Now I couldn't find my shaker this morning, so I'm just using my hands. I think it's still in my travel kit from where I was traveling. So this is real old school here. Rub them and run them. All right, now that we've got those ribs all rubbed down, let's get them over here to the grill and get them going. I've got it fired up at 275 degrees with some royal oak charcoal pellets. Let's get them in some smoke. All right, today we're cooking on the all new Camp Shelf Woodwind Pro. This is a 36-inch model. It's got the pizza attachment and everything on it. Now you can see it's brand new. I hadn't never cooked on it before. I've only burned it in. I've got my drip tray here lined with some foil. Let's get these chili rub ribs on and let them smoke. All right, now that we've got our ribs on, I'm gonna let them go at least an hour and not peek, no touch, no anything, and just let them smoke. Now, one of the key features of this grill, which is really, really cool to me, I can add some wood to a pellet grill. Now it's time for some real smoke. We'll be back in an hour. All right, our chili inspired baby back ribs have been on an hour and a half. If you'll see, they've got great color so far. Let's get in here and give them a little bit of water. Now I'm just using water today. Ooh, I wish y'all could smell that. It smells like a big old pot of chili on the grill to me. Just smelling the flavors. Wow. Well, I'll be back in another 30 minutes to check on them. We'll see where they're at. All right, our ribs have been on 2 hours and 45 minutes. All I've done is spritz them with water 3 different times. As you can see, look at these ribs here. Now I'm gonna pull one out where we can get a better look at it. But you can see the bark is stuck well, got moisture coming to the top. Now I'm gonna keep these a dry rib, but I am gonna wrap them up here. They're pretty close to being done, but I want to push some of that moisture out in the foil and have this rib kind of hold some of the juices in instead of pushing them all out. So let's get them all 3 slabs wrapped up. Ooh, that's a big meaty one there. Look at that color though. Now we're gonna get the grill lid shut. I'm gonna let it go about another 30 minutes and I'm gonna start checking them. At the 30-minute mark, that'll be about 3 hours and 15 minutes. These ribs are gonna be close to being done. Real close for a dry rub rib.
We'll be back in 30.
All right, we've had our ribs wrapped up 30 minutes. We've had a total cook time about 3 hours and 20 minutes on these baby back ribs here. Now I'm gonna go ahead, I've got on one of my hot gloves here. Let's go ahead and ooh, look at that. Now, look at that, 203, 204, that one's coming on up. I may have stuck it a little far in there. All these ribs are gonna be done though. I'm gonna get them off and let them rest about 10 minutes or we're gonna slice into them. I tell y'all, that's my first time cooking on this new Woodwind Pro, and it is a nice grill. I really love how you get more of a smoke flavor in here with that wood box. That's pretty cool. Can't wait to see a lot more recipes on this thing. Y'all, we got these ribs off the grill and look at this. It's got that pretty rib wave to it, but look at this. When I fold that rib over, it's just gonna gently just break on its own. Look at that. Right there, just tear apart. When that bone will come out of there like that, y'all know these ribs are gonna be good. Just to explain a little bit about these ribs, I took some Prairie Fresh Primes, didn't do anything but remove the membrane. That is it. We started off by making a really simple dry rub with our beef rub, our garlic jalapeno rub, and our hot rub. We then added some Ancho Chili Powder, a little bit of smoked paprika, and some cumin to it, which turned it into almost like a chili base rub, right? We took and rubbed that down on the rib. All we did was rub them and run them. Simple and easy ribs. We didn't do any trimming whatsoever. Let's try a bite of this bacon off the top of this rib. I think I might be onto something. Y'all, for a dry style rib, the smoke flavor that Camp Chef Woodwind Pro done on these ribs, and that chili inspired dry rub that we mixed up, got that heat in the back end, you get that chili taste on the lips. This is such a unique rib, so different. I'm so glad I tried it today. This is my first time cooking it. I just wanted to come up with something on a whim, and it worked out great. Be sure to give this a try and let us know how you like it, because I can tell you, it's darn good. If you like what we're doing on our channel, be sure to like, subscribe, follow along with your friends. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, and of course YouTube. I'll see you next week with another video.